Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Embracing Abundance. Today, we are diving into a topic that gets a lot of hype these days, but is something that we all desperately want in our lives, and that's balance. And I really want to challenge our beliefs on what balance is, what it looks like in our lives, what it means to us, and really just help you paint a better picture of this as well, and also give you some tangible takeaways for how to create your version of balance for your life. I feel as if our modern day world has taken this word and gone completely crazy with it, especially on social media, continuing to make us feel as if we're in a constant comparison for who has a better, more balanced life. So here's a question for you. When you hear the word balance, what image forms in your mind? Maybe it's that Instagram influencer who's waking up at 5 a.m. with their picture perfect breakfast, emails sorted out by 8 a.m., a successful gym session, quality family time, and a perfect sleep schedule. Or it's that colleague who juggles tasks without ever missing a deadline. But all that's good and well. If that's what balance looks like for you, that's amazing. But here's what I feel. Achieving balance in your life isn't about an equal distribution of time across all tasks. It's not static. Life is ever evolving, and your personal balance will shift daily, weekly, and across different life stages. And so let me explain that. We often strive for this constant state of equilibrium, where everything in your life needs to be given the same amount of effort and attention. But life is unpredictable. It just doesn't really work that way. And there are seasons in our lives, seasons of growth, weeks or months when our work will need us more, days when our mental health will call for a break, or moments when family becomes our prime focus. And then maybe there's time when work is slow, personal life is boring, and you can dedicate more time to your health and fitness. It's just important to identify and understand the season of life that you're in right now. So just know that it's less about a perfect equilibrium and more about adaptation and juggling what life has given you in your current season. And then also on top of that, being okay with imperfection, because that constant need for perfection is what makes it so hard to achieve balance. You get trapped in an all or nothing approach that never ever serves us, no matter what it's about. And if you missed a workout because work needs you more, it doesn't mean that all of your progress just went out the window. And so, you should wait until Monday and go grab fast food for the rest of the week. But a lot of people fall into that mindset. You got to understand, again, that life works in stages. You won't always give 25% to work, fitness, social life, and rest. Sometimes it's 50% work and 10% the others. That's okay. And you really just need to stop chasing perfectionism, or you will get trapped in that all or nothing mindset and you won't be happy with the results. Then the first real step to achieving balance is letting go of the one-size-fits-all mold. It's about creating a harmony that aligns with your priorities, your values, and your current circumstances. That's what real balance is, and it's perfectly okay for it to look different for each and every one of us. The beauty of balance lies in its subjectivity. What feels balanced for one person can feel overwhelmingly chaotic for another, and vice versa. But one thing's for sure is that our surroundings play a big role in shaping our perception and experience of balance. Have you ever been in a situation where your priorities clashed with those of your close friends or family? To paint a picture for you, let's say that you're dedicated to waking up early, hitting the gym, working on your passion projects, and prioritizing self-growth. Meanwhile, your closest group of friends tend to enjoy the late night social outings, the bar scene, and just a lifestyle that revolves more around entertainment rather than personal growth. Now, neither lifestyle is inherently right or wrong. Each lifestyle reflects a set of priorities and values. However, the friction happens when these two worlds intersect. You trying to keep up with late night outings can disrupt your morning routine, making you feel out of sync the next day, unable to dedicate the time or effort that you wanted to on your projects or self-growth. Or maybe you feel pressured to join in for fear of missing out or being left out. Over time, these disruptions can make your search for balance feel like an uphill battle. And when our inner circle doesn't align with our values, achieving balance becomes not just a personal challenge, but a social one. You begin to feel the weight of external expectations, judgments, and sometimes even mockery, and your attempts to maintain equilibrium in your life are met with resistance, not only from within, but also from those around you. But let's flip the perspective for a moment. Imagine if those around you shared similar values. They too prioritize health, personal growth, and balance. Your ambitions are not only understood, but celebrated. Your boundaries are respected. Late nights might still happen, but they are the exception. They're not the rule. And you find that your social circle not only complements your journey to balance, but actively contributes to it. I've been there. I've felt the pull of opposing lifestyles and the strain that it places on one's search for personal growth and achieving that balance. For a time, I did try to fit into both worlds, but for me personally, it just wasn't sustainable. And it also just wasn't really what I wanted to do in my life every week. I had to take a hard look at my surroundings and make some tough decisions. And it didn't mean cutting people off, but reshaping my social dynamics to serve my well-being. And over time, I also actively sought out like-minded individuals, joining communities, and created connections that resonated with my values. And because of this, I feel like I have a much better sense of balance and contentment in my life. To truly achieve and maintain balance, we really need to curate our surroundings with the same intentionality as we do our schedules. It's about surrounding ourselves with those who elevate us and understand our priorities and journey with us as we navigate life and growth. So how do you actively curate a supportive circle? Before you can understand who fits into your life, you need to understand yourself. What are your values? What are your goals, your boundaries? And my next segment is actually going to tackle this deeper, so we'll come back to this topic here shortly. You also have to prioritize quality over quantity, and remember that it's not about having a crowd of people around you, but having the right few people in your circle. So seek out individuals who reflect the person that you want to become, and really just prioritize those deep, meaningful relationships over superficial ones. And also refer to our podcast from the other week about how to build powerful, meaningful connections. You can also start to join communities, whether it's online or offline and local. There are communities out there that share your passions and values. So engage with them. They're not just potential friends, but also mentors and guides and people who have been in your shoes and who can really be an ally in your journey. And then you got to set some boundaries. It's okay to distance yourself from negative influences. You owe it to yourself to create an environment where you can flourish and you can feel your best. And this might, mean some tough conversations or decisions, but your growth and peace of mind are worth those conversations. Now, going back to learning about yourself, reflecting on your values, and becoming self-aware, this is going to be vital to achieving your balance, because self-awareness, it's that deep understanding of your actions, your desires, and motivations. And knowing yourself like this can guide you towards that more balanced life, because you know what you want that balanced life to look like. You can visualize it. Self-awareness gives you that clarity, and it helps you make the choices that resonate with those life goals and desires. Whether it's deciding on a job, choosing a workout regimen, or even picking hobbies, understanding our core values and motivations ensures every choice drives us towards balance. For instance, if health is a core value, even during your busy work weeks, you'd prioritize a quick workout or a nutritious meal because it resonates with your inner self. And so every morning, remind yourself of your core values and let these values be the foundation of your decisions throughout the day. Also, with self-awareness, you have much better time management skills. You understand your productive hours, your downtimes, and the activities that rejuvenate you. And this allows you to structure your day optimally. Maybe you realize that you're most productive in the early morning, so you tackle work tasks then, and then leave the evenings for relaxation or social connections. Or you know that you have plans starting in the afternoon and going on through the evening, so you wake up early to crush a workout and eat a nutritious meal while still being able to then enjoy your night with your friends later on. So a journal prompt that I challenge you to really reflect on is ask yourself, when during the day do I feel most energetic and focused? How can I align my primary tasks during this time? And then doing this will give you that flexibility in your downtimes. Being self-aware means recognizing what you seek in relationships, like we mentioned earlier. Maybe you need friends who prioritize personal growth or a family who understands your passion for work. By understanding your own needs, you can then cultivate relationships that support your balanced lifestyle. It also allows you to recognize and address burnout. And often before burnout hits, there are subtle signs, and self-awareness really can help you in recognizing these early indicators. Perhaps you notice that you're feeling more angry about your job or you're dreading your gym sessions. By catching these feelings early on, you can adjust and realign before you're entirely off track. On a more personal note, I've definitely experienced the challenges of juggling multiple tasks and priorities in my life. There were and still are lots of moments when I feel overwhelmed by all of these tasks, stretching myself too thin. And the only way to really get past all that is to understand my core needs and motivations that I need to be prioritizing that will bring more purpose and balance to my life. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this short episode. I really love doing these and just adding a little bit of value to your life and really just challenging you on some self-growth topics. And I really enjoyed today's episode where we just redefined balance in a way that serves you and aligns with your core values and resonates with each of our unique life stages and circumstances. And where we talked about the significance of our surroundings and how that became evident as we explored the power that they have in our search for a balanced lifestyle. And then we discovered how self-awareness can not only bring clarity, but also facilitate our alignment with our deepest values and motivations. So let's remember that finding balance in life isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. A balanced lifestyle for one person may not be a balanced lifestyle for the next, but all you can do is keep searching for what resonates with you. See you guys next time.